Hi, my name is Jay Grams. My family has owned the Volo Auto Museum since 1960. We have a few hundred of the most exciting collector cars, and they're all for sale in one location. I personally have handpicked them from around the country. Welcome to my sales shop. Come on, let's go for a spin. There's so much more than meets the eye with this Camaro Rally Sport. It is a $100,000 build, only 700 miles since finish, has a lot of high ticket items. It has an Art Morrison chassis. It's got a $9,000 big block. It's got a $6,000 six-speed transmission. It's got a Fab 9 rear end. Of course, air conditioned, and I think 99% of this car is brand new. Everywhere you look, it's a new part. It's amazing. I'll tell you all about it in just a minute. And if you visit volocars.com, that's where you can read all the specs, study the pictures, get the price, not only on this one, but we have a few hundred collector cars all for sale at volocars.com. If you enjoy the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, click on the bell icon. You'll be notified as the new videos are posted. Right now, I'm anxious to take you for a spin in the 68 Camaro Pro Touring RS. You got to look at the underside pictures. We get cars in all the time, and they got the tubular control arms and the coilover shocks, and I can recognize a lot of the stuff. I was looking at the front end like, what have we got here? I've never even seen this before. I have a binder in the car, which the owner sent to me, and that explained a lot. It's an Art Morrison sport front end. All lowered, all the best parts, the sway bar. It actually uses Corvette spindles and control arms. And in back, it's an Alston rear suspension, 4-link suspension with all sorts of technical terms like a pivot ball, control arm, all the best of the best. It does have coilover adjustable shocks front and back. Bottom of the motor is still spotless. It's a Corvette oil pan, high torque starter. The receipts add up to over $6,000 for the transmission. It's the new 6-speed. It's got the best hydraulic clutch with dual discs. The shift linkage, right down to the reverse light wiring. It's all new, and it's over $6,000. The rear end is all new. It's a Fab 9, real cool looking rear end with all Mosier parts in it. It's got a posi. The specs are on the website. I don't remember what ratio is in there, but the specs are on the website. This is the book with a lot of the information that I found very helpful. It's got a really nicely bent, nicely built custom exhaust. With the X-pipe in the middle. All the connections are welded. It has stainless steel mufflers. It goes all the way out the back. It sounds awesome. I'll start it in a minute. All new custom Willwood brake system. There's 6 piston calipers, even the back, which is unusual. Normally they're 4 piston, but there's 6 piston calipers, drilled and slotted rotors. It has the new emergency brake cable system, and of course all the lines and hoses are new. All new fuel system. Under this car, every part is new. Every clamp, clip, bushing, it's all new. The front and rear suspensions were tied together with frame connectors. It's got a mini tub in back for the wide wheels that fit right up in there. It's got a great stance. This is the real deal. I drove this car home. One of our salesmen drove the car. This is dialed in. This does what it claims to do. There's no excuses for squeaks or rattles or tires hitting or there's a noise when you turn left. There's none of that with this car. It handles like a slot car. It shifts through the gears so easily. It's an outstanding performance car. So there, we've just talked about the bottom. We got a lot more to go. I probably even forgot some stuff, so do go to the website to get all the specs. The wheels, they're staggered size. They're 17s in front, 18s in back, and like I said, they're extra wide in back. They got G-Force BF Goodrich tires. There's about 700 miles on this car, and the more I look at it, I come to realize like everything is new. You look deep down in everywhere. I'm looking in the trunk, the taillight housings are new, the wiring's new. You look up in the hinges. It's just new, new, new everywhere. Look under the dash. It's just new. So it's an all metal body. There's no rust, no body filler at all. It's all super clean. So are the floors. The floors are super clean. They've been painted real nice. So underneath is really clean metal too. All the glass is new. This is smoked glass. This is not a stick-on tint. All new smoked glass, all new trim. Every piece of it is new. The antenna, the marker lights, the bezels, gas cap. Now, Rally Sports, they move the reverse lights down here. Typically, they're up here. It has bumper guards, spoiler, stripes are painted on. All new weather strips, new latches, new bumpers, new window seals, new sill plates. When you sit in the car, first thing you notice, it smells new. The seats are firm. They're all new seats, new cushions. New, new, new. Headliner, door panels, dash pad, mirror, visors. All of it is new. Got custom gauges in front of me, a nice tilt column with a beautiful wood rimmed steering wheel. Has a retro stereo system. It's air conditioned, vintage air. I'll demonstrate the headlights, but they're converted to electric motors. They zip right open, zip right closed. It has the chrome on the grill here. It's a nice little touch. Got a receipt for about $9 grand for just the motor build. It's all the best stuff. It was dyno tuned. It's all forged, rotating, balanced assembly. It's got new aluminum heads. They were $2 grand. Edelbrock intake. I don't remember the carb. It's a Holly carb, real premium fuel system, braided fuel line all the way to the back. HEI ignition system, some really nice long tube headers. Yeah, they're Brodix heads. Bow tie mirrors. This is really cool. Well, actually the key's got to be on. This is a power window. You just push it. It looks like a window crank. You just push it and the windows go up and down. You gotta be careful. Everyone gets in there and they want to crank it. I'll demonstrate it in a second. They did not put a trunk spring on it, so right now you got to hold the trunk open. But it's all metal, and everywhere you look, like I said, the housings, the wiring, the weather strip, everything's new. Insulation behind the seat. Now they've relocated the battery back here, and they got 2 cables that run down over here, and there's remote terminals if you want to charge it or jump it from underneath. They got a carpeted floor mat in here. If I were to pick one thing, if you forced me to pick one thing, the paint has like a factory finish. It has a little bit of orange peel. There's a little bit of dust on the rear spoiler. If you were a perfectionist and wanted to wet sand it one more time, it would be like glass. You don't need to, especially being white, especially out in the daylight. It looks as good as a new car. If you're happy with your new car finish, you'll be happy with this. Willwood billet master cylinder, chrome booster, new wiper motor. The whole front of the motor is all the March billet brackets and pulleys and serpentine belt, timing cover, chrome one-wire alternator, the mini polished AC compressor, aluminum radiator, dual electric fans, polished overflow bottle, new horns, washer bottle. It's the modern power steering with the remote reservoir. It's got a hydraulic clutch with a billet reservoir. Chrome fuel pump, all new GM seat belts. The whole instrument panel is new. The vents, the glove box, the retro stereo. But you don't need a stereo. You'll like how it sounds. Beautiful set of gauges. They light up blue. The radio lights up blue. Waiting for it to come around. I want to demonstrate the headlights to you. See how responsive? It's just snappy. When you're out on the road, you could take this car on a track. It's that dialed in. I'm assuming the headlights are opening and closing the way they should. And everything fits, like this dash pad, it fits in here just right. It's not warped. There's not a gap on one end. It's just, everything's right. It fits really nicely. So I was talking about, I'm just pushing the window crank. They're power windows. Truly one of the best Camaros that have come through our showroom. You got to go to the website, check out the Underside Pictures. Again, there's a lot more than meets the eye with this one, and it's the real deal. You get out and you drive it, and it does what you expect it to do. Very impressive car. Go to volocars.com. Plenty of ways to contact our salesman. They'll help answer any specific questions or concerns you have. I gave you my impression of the car after driving it, after researching it, looking the car over. This is what I think of the car. But any questions, they'll help, even with the paperwork, financing, delivery. Contact them at volocars.com. And if you enjoy the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, click on the bell icon. You'll be the first to see the next one that comes out. Thanks for watching.